concept of sickness career. The sickness career is a model introduced by Andrew Twiddle. In his book called Sickness Behavior and the Sick Role, he talks about the concept of sickness. I quote, "The work in this area, sociology, has led to the concept of sickness as a form of defiant behavior, the identification of distinctive quote-unquote sick roles, and investigation of the decision-making processes associated with the experience of sickness from the standpoint of the patient." American sociologist Talcott Parsons created the concept of sick roles in 1951. He believed a person who was sick wasn't just physically ill. They were also playing a social role of being sick. Being sick, quote-unquote, is not simply a state of fact. His theory outlined two rights and two obligations of a sick person. Two rights are the sick person is exempt from normal social roles, and the sick person is not responsible for their condition. The two obligations are the sick person should try to get well and should seek technically competent help and cooperate with medical professionals. There has been some criticism about his theory. The model does not fit for chronic/long-term/permanent illness as easily. Sometimes individuals are held responsible for their illnesses. This information gives you a background into sick roles and sickness career. My beliefs on sick role were mostly influenced by my grandma and my dad. My grandma and my dad rarely got sick. It wasn't seen as a weakness. In turn, I rarely got sick as well. When I did get sick, I became very sick. I wasn't given special treatment when I was sick. I wasn't allowed to stay home from school because there was no one to stay home from school with me. I wouldn't say there were any benefits when I was sick. I was given medicine to get better. My dad would always make me chicken noodle soup. Only when I was older and in high school did I play sick to avoid going to school. My sickness career is not very big. My primary gains were always to take medicine to get better. My dad always made sure I took my medicine and finished it. I didn't really have any secondary gains. I went to school when I was sick. Only when I was older and an adult did I call out from work if I was sick. My coworkers would benefit from my tertiary gains. If I called off of work, a part-time worker might get more hours. In conclusion, my sickness career is a boring one. The concept of sickness career is not always right. There are many people that keep themselves away from society when they are sick.